You don't chase attention anymore. It finds you, because you've become something rare. A man who has seen storms and stopped running from them. Listen, attraction isn't in your clothes, your car, or your smile. It's in your presence. The weight of your silence, the calm that follows you into every room. You radiate calm, not chaos. You don't react. You respond. The world throws fire at you, and you don't flinch, because you've been burned before, and you survived. You've learned that chaos feeds on reaction. That anger gives your power away, so you mastered the art of stillness. Now even in storms your eyes stay steady, your voice stays low, your breathing never changes. People feel it, that quiet dominance. They don't always understand it, but they respect it. Because calmness isn't weakness, it's control. It's the ability to choose peace when everything begs for war. Pause, reflect. A younger man wants to prove his strength. He raises his voice, he flexes his pride. He fights every battle to show he can win. But the older man, he's done proving. He's learned that real strength is not in reaction. It's in restraint. You don't need to control the world anymore. You've learned to control yourself, and that's what makes you powerful. Your calm presence becomes a shield, protecting you from drama, manipulation, and noise. People test you, they poke at your patience, but you don't give them the satisfaction of a reaction. You simply look and let silence speak for you. That silence, that unshaken energy, it unsettles them, because deep down they sense it. You've mastered something they haven't. Peace, and peace is magnetic. It draws people in, not with force, but with gravity. You radiate a stillness that whispers, "I've been through worse, and I'm still here." That's what separates the mature man from the boy. He no longer chases control, he is control, calm, grounded, untouchable. Pause, reflect. You don't react to the storm anymore. You are the calm within it. You no longer beg for validation. You've buried the need to be liked. Because once upon a time you tried. You bent yourself to fit into places you never belonged. You smiled when you wanted to stay silent. You agreed just to avoid being alone. But that man is gone. Now you walk with quiet certainty. You don't chase approval, you embody it. Your worth is no longer negotiable. You've earned it through scars, through failures, through lonely nights of self-reflection. Pause. Reflect. Validation used to fuel you. Now it bores you. You've realized that people's opinions are clouds, ever-shifting, shapeless, temporary. You've learned to root yourself deeper than that, into values, into truth, into purpose. You no longer need someone to tell you you're enough, because you feel it in the way you move, in the way you handle silence, in the way you stay unmoved when others seek attention. That calm self-assurance, it's magnetic. It doesn't scream, it whispers. It doesn't demand, it commands. Women sense it instantly. They feel it in your presence. The subtle confidence of a man who no longer performs. You don't need to impress. Your stillness impresses. You don't need validation. Your peace proves itself. Men respect it too, because they see in you what they're still chasing. The freedom that comes from not needing to be approved. You've learned that the loudest confidence comes from silence. You no longer announce your worth. You walk it. Pause. Listen. That's the difference between a boy and a man. A boy asks to be seen. A man simply is. And when you no longer beg for validation, the world starts validating you. Effortlessly. You carry emotional depth. You've been broken. You've been misunderstood. You've walked through fire and came out quieter, not colder. Because pain didn't harden you, it shaped you. There's a gravity in your silence now, a weight behind your words. You've learned to feel deeply without losing control, to love fiercely without losing yourself. Pause, reflect. A younger man chases attention. He confuses validation for love. He opens up to anyone who listens, because he hasn't yet learned the sacredness of his own emotions. But you You've been through enough to understand that not everyone deserves access to your heart. You've learned that depth is not meant for everyone. It's meant for those who can swim in it without drowning. Your emotions used to be your weakness. You value solitude. You've stopped fearing loneliness. Now you thrive in it, because solitude sharpened your mind. It purified your focus. It made you complete. People wonder how you can be so content alone. But the truth is, you stopped looking for someone to complete you when you found peace in your own soul. 5. You protect your energy. You no longer chase every opportunity, every person, every desire. You've learned to say no without guilt. That discipline, it commands respect, because not every battle deserves your sword. Not every woman deserves your time. Not every emotion deserves your attention. 6. You lead with purpose, not pride. You don't boast, you don't compete, you inspire. Your actions speak for you. Your life is a lesson in self-mastery, and those around you, they feel it. They may not understand it, but they feel it. 7. You've aged with strength, not fear. Every line on your face tells a story. Every scar whispers experience. And that is irresistible, because maturity isn't decay, it's refinement, it's evolution. It's a man who has seen life and still stands tall. Pause. Think about that. 8. You embody peace, yet carry danger. You're calm, but not weak. Kind, but not naive. Gentle, yet capable of chaos. That duality, that balance of light and dark, it's what truly defines masculine attraction. You've reached a point where you no longer need to prove who you are. You've already become it. The mature man doesn't demand attention. He commands it, without words, without effort, simply by being. Pause, reflect, listen. This is what real attraction looks like, not youth, not looks, but presence, discipline, and the quiet power of a man who knows exactly who he is. Now, they're your wisdom. You've stopped hiding from your wounds. You've started learning from them. That's what separates you from the shallow. They escape their pain. You study it. You look at it in the mirror and ask, what is this trying to teach me? Because you know, every heartbreak sharpened your understanding. Every disappointment stripped away illusion, and every loss carved more space inside you, for empathy, for patience, for truth. You speak less now, but when you do, people listen, because they can feel that you've lived what you're saying. Your words don't come from theory, they come from experience. There's something magnetic about that, something rare, because real emotional depth, it can't be faked. It's built through pain, reflection, and brutal honesty with yourself. You no longer hide your emotions out of fear. You reveal them with control, because strength isn't about suppressing what you feel. It's about mastering it. Pause. Listen. You've learned that vulnerability isn't weakness, it's truth. And truth is powerful. It disarms, it connects, it heals. But only the mature man understands that being emotionally open doesn't mean being emotionally available to everyone. You share selectively. You love intentionally. You connect deeply, but with discernment. That balance, that mix of strength and softness, it's what makes you so magnetic. Because it's rare to find a man who can hold both his sword and his soul without dropping either. You can sit in silence with someone and say everything without words. You can feel pain without reacting to it. You can care without losing your center. That's emotional depth, not sensitivity for show, but understanding from survival. Not emotion without control, but emotion with awareness. You've become a man who feels the world deeply and still stands firm within it. Pause. Reflect. This is what makes mature masculinity so powerful. The quiet balance between feeling and strength. You've turned your pain into presence, your heartbreak into wisdom, your emotions into power. You no longer run from your depth. You own it. And that is what makes you unforgettable.